Hi beauties and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my August beauty favorites. It's getting a little bit late because I tested out Rare Beauty today. I have on the foundation, concealer, the liquid blush, the brow product. I did change out the lip that I had on. Let me know what you think of what you see here and be sure to check that video out. Also, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me for today's video. And if you're new here, be sure to click that subscribe button as well as turn on the notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my uploads. I will give the disclaimer that I have a lot of favorites, but I'm going to try to speed through them. I always say that and I'm never good at it, but I'm going to try to go faster because I know I have a ton of favorites this time and I want to tell you guys about them. So let's get into it. So I want to mention a favorite that I've had this month. I'm selling them on Etsy. My Etsy store is called SaVvySaysStyle. I talked about this on Instagram and I also mentioned it in my community tab. I just launched an Etsy page and the first item that's up for sale is these face masks. It may be the only item that I end up selling, but a friend of a friend makes these. I started buying them from her. People wanted to purchase them from me. I started selling a lot of these at work. This one is no longer for sale, or I don't have any of these right now. I'm going to just put one on right quick so that you guys can see how it fits. And I just like the fit of this. It covers my nose all the way up here. You can actually push it up a little bit more if you wear glasses so that your glasses don't get fogged up, and it covers my chin so everything's covered and it's very comfortable. I posted a video about mask makeup and a lot of you watched that video and a lot of people subscribed as a result of watching that video. They are so cute. She does a very good job with these and several people at my work, including my boss, have said these are their favorite masks and they're constantly asking me when I'm going to bring more back. So I just decided that if they love them this much, that you guys might like them as well and other people. I will link that down in the description box. It's also linked on my banner page. So I hope that you guys will check out my Etsy store. I'm gonna try not to completely repeat every single thing that I've repeated in previous favorites. Except, well, at least this one thing. I've been talking about this all summer. I went from using it as just a sunscreen before other primers to primarily using it as my only primer. I've talked about it in a ton of videos now, so I apologize, but it's so good that I just keep feeling like I need to tell you guys. Look at how clear it is and it just rubs into the skin so easily. This has been an absolute lifesaver for me underneath my face mask. This one has been my go-to all summer and I am shocked. I've used half of it. I'm probably going to empty this and I'm going to have to repurchase, and I never ever go through a primer this quickly. So this is Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen SPF 40. It's a sunscreen that doubles as a gripping primer. Love it. Also have been wearing the Double Wear foundation still consistently throughout August, and I just stopped wearing it as much because I didn't want to empty my bottle. Let's rotate it around. Let's rotate it around. So I started wearing this Lancôme. I was wearing this a lot. I talked about it last month. I was wearing this with the Double Wear, and it's Something Ultra Wear by Lancôme. It's 425 BISW is the shade, but it's a little bit light for me. I've been mixing it with my Dior Skin Forever. Now look, this is my last bottle of the Dior Skin Forever. I'm sure it's almost on empty, so I've just been trying to use it up. This has been discontinued, but basically the Dior Skin, the matte version that they have now, is pretty much the same as this. I really couldn't tell a huge difference between the two. So I've been using this. This is 045 is the shade, and I think they have the same shade in the matte. So I've been combining these two a lot this month instead of using my Double Wear foundation, just so that I would give my Double Wear a rest, and that has been working well underneath the face mask. The Dior matte I keep here at my house, and I have the other one at the apartment. I also use my Charlotte Tilbury Magic foundation, and I felt like that worked pretty well underneath my face mask. I love this foundation. This is the shade 9.5. It's a little bit more golden on my complexion and it's a little warmer. whenever I wear this, I always feel like I look brighter. I just love how it looks every time I wear this. I'm in love with this foundation. I've been using this one for years and I have repurchased it and will repurchase it again. I love it. I actually went back to my Tarte Shape Tape. I purchased a couple of new ones. This is still like an old one. So I have 3 of these bad boys. So I was like, you got to start using this, girl. I started using this one a lot in the month of August. At first, this was a little bit dry when I bake. So I decided to still wear this, but just not bake as long or apply as much powder because it probably just didn't need as much powder. And it wore pretty well underneath the face mask. So I went back to my Tarte Shape Tape and it is in the shade Tan. Everyone knows about Shape Tape. It has the beautiful doe foot applicator that everyone has copied now. It's extremely smooth under the eye and it is lovely. And I have been using it a lot this month. I've also been using the Dior Forever Skin Correct. And this one is in 3WP. I have talked about this all summer. And the coverage of this concealer is out of this world. And it is a nice little tacky consistency. Like it's not completely matte. And it is so thick. It is just this really thick concealer that just covers beautifully. It doesn't take very much and your under eyes are covered. And I have dark circles and this does a good job. I filmed a video sometime last month and I was blown away by how smooth my under eyes looked. And I was wearing this. It has made it to ride or die status, like holy grail. I will definitely purchase this again. It is that good. The final concealer that I want to mention is this Huda Beauty concealer, the Overachiever concealer. I wear the shade Granola. This applicator has a name. I can't remember what it is. But the reason I really enjoyed it is that it's cool to the touch. And it really helps to depuff your under eyes. And it's a beautiful matte concealer, and this is so comfortable in the summertime. You squeeze it out the tube and you actually apply it this way, and this cool tip, it helps depuff your under eyes. It's also just a beautiful full coverage matte concealer that covers anything as well. I keep my Dior Forever here and I wear it when I'm home. And then I sometimes wear the Tarte Shape Tape here, and I was wearing the Huda as well as Shape Tape when I would go to work. I really enjoyed those in the month of August. Moving on. I just recently, like maybe last month, purchased the NIKKIA Joy Powder, and OMG guys, it smells like cake. This is so worth the money. It's worth the trouble because it has to be shipped to America from Australia. It is amazing setting powder. Not only will your skin look completely flawless and airbrushed, but it sets like a dream and doesn't get oily throughout the day. It is so good. I will be repurchasing this again. This month I also tried out the Laura Mercier in Honey, and it is a little more golden than the original. You might not be able to tell, but it is a peachy yellow. It is deeper than banana. It just doesn't look that way with my bright lights. And then of course this is OG, the regular translucent, and I have been using these a lot. I mix the honey with this a lot of times to set my under eye. If I want to just look a hint more golden but not over the top, I'll put honey with the original translucent and that works magic. So I have been using that a lot. I have on the regular Laura Mercier translucent today, but these are wonderful. Let's talk a little bit about eyeshadows I've been loving. I've really been enjoying the Natasha Denona bronze palette. I reach for it all the time. It is such a go-to palette. It goes with most of my wardrobe. It's just really warm and beautiful on my eyes. These are the two like I reach for all the time. So pretty. I just really can create very simple looks with this, but it looks like I did a lot just because of the quality of the eyeshadows. Another very high-end palette that I have loved this month is my Divine Rose 2 palette. My daughter and I filmed a review of this palette, and I love this eyeshadow palette. I keep it here in my home and I don't take it back and forth just because I don't want anything to happen to it. So I only get to use it when I'm here, but if I had it with me, I'd be using it every day. But I have really enjoyed this palette, and recently I started using this lavender shade and discovered that it sort of looks pink depending on the other shadows that I have on. Like if I wear it along with this pink color, it sort of shifts. It really is, it's lavender, but on my eye it just blends in with the pink and doesn't necessarily look so purple. Now if I were to just wear it with this, it probably would look more purple, but I always kind of blend it in with this pink. And this peachy color, this peachy blush color, it's grown on me a lot. I've started like putting concealer on my eyelids to cancel out the darkness before going in with this color, and that's helped a lot. It's just a beautiful palette. This gold is really everyday. I will wear this one when I go to work, like on Mondays when I get ready to leave. I get up at 4:30 to travel back for work. I'll use this palette and I'll put that gold on. Oh. But this is what I discovered about like this palette as well as Natasha Denona. These eyeshadows actually last longer on my eye than a lot of my other palettes that I wear. Sometimes as your lids get oily, other eyeshadows, you will see the shadows kind of breaking down, and I don't notice that as much with this one as well as any of my Natasha Denona palettes. And I think that that's where the high price tag comes from. Not only are the shadows just beautiful and just so pigmented and just sparkly and gorgeous and look like, you know, $1 million on your eye, but they also wear all day and they last. They have staying power. I really have enjoyed this. It's just been a lot more wearable than I initially thought it would be. I've loved it. This is the Huda Beauty Nude Medium palette. I really wanted to mention this one because these little 9-pan palettes, they're more affordable than her larger palettes. It's like $29 for this, and it is expensive for a small palette, but oh my goodness. The quality of the Huda Beauty shadows, it's just so stunning. These look just like the colors from the Natasha Denona palette. That might be why I like them so much. I had this one first though, and it has this deep burgundy shade, so I can add dimension to my eye. It has transition colors, like this is like a warm brown, and it has just beautiful shimmers. I love this palette, and I reached for it quite a bit, and I was wearing it a lot in the month of August. I reviewed some Korean beauty products. Stylevana was the website, and I reviewed some products that they sent me. I swatched it for you guys. This is Bricks Heimish, maybe is the brand, and it comes in like a little plastic case like this, and it looks like this. I didn't know how it was gonna look. I knew this shadow right here was mind-blowing, but I wasn't sure, you know, how it was going to look overall. Look at that shadow. That is probably one of the most stunning eyeshadows. It actually looks a little bit like one of the shadows in the Pat McGrath palette, right? It is absolutely amazing, and it is what I have on my eyes today. I used this palette to create the eyeshadow look that I'm wearing. My goodness, guys, I have enjoyed this little palette so much. I have really been like rotating all these little palettes around. I like the way these blend. I like the colors and the gradients that I'm able to get here. They just blend really nicely together. These little matte browns. This chocolate is, oh, it's what I have on the corner here, and it is a beautiful chocolate brown color. This color, I use this all the time on the lid. This is a really good palette. I do have a discount code. It is not an affiliate discount code, but they gave me a code for their website, anything on the website. You know, my Laneige sleeping mask, that's a Korean brand or an Asian brand, and they have it on their website as well. And I love that sleeping mask. Just check them out because they have brands that are also carried in Sephora. Another palette that came from that review of that website was this one. And I won't talk about the third palette. I actually wore it that day, and so you can go back and watch that video. That palette was out of this world too, but because I had already tried that palette, I really wanted to try these other two to see if I liked them. And this is like a little pocket watch type of eyeshadow. It is so tiny, but oh my goodness. The quality of these shadows, it was so fun to use this little palette and quick and easy. I just kind of, you know, threw a little look together and was gone out the door. So this has everything you need. It has like a deeper color. You can use this in the crease and then something on the lid. It is called Time Shadow. It was pretty. It's really pretty. I'll link everything down below, but I just wanted to tell you guys that everything that I got from Stylevana that they sent to me was excellent. This is an eyeshadow palette that I'm going to try to speak about in 1 minute or less. And this is the nice Kylie Jenner eyeshadow palette. It was part of a holiday set that she did. It is limited edition. It sold out so fast and I never saw it go back in stock. But I still wanted to tell you guys that it is such a great palette because you may purchase some other Kylie Jenner eyeshadows, and I wanted you to know that the quality of the shadows was just so great. I will grab this little palette so often when I want a quick easy look. I'm going to show you guys the colors I love in this palette. I wear these, like these mattes, and then this shimmer here a lot. I will mix the yellow and the orange, or either this color as my transition shade. So I think one of the reasons I really like the palette is I use so many of these colors. It is well loved, and I hate that it's limited edition. It's sold out so fast to the point where I never get to talk about this palette because no one can buy it. So I don't wear it on my channel and I don't talk about it to you guys because you can't go buy the shadows. I wanted to tell you about it because I have been wearing it and I wanted you to know her shadows are fire. Those are the eyeshadows that I was loving in the month of August. Moving on. A couple of bronzers that I grabbed the most. I really have been grabbing my butter bronzer. I don't think I talk about it that much here on my channel, but I use this bronzer a lot. This one is Endless Summer, but I also have Sculpting bronzer. But Endless Summer is such a beautiful shade. It is just this beautiful kind of reddish brown color, and I'm actually going to leave that swatch here because I want to swatch it against my Gucci. This bronzer, as far as the texture of it, it reminds me a lot of the Gucci. So if you don't have Gucci coins and you want to try that bronzer, the butter bronzer to me is quite close because it has a little bit of that shimmer. It's a very soft powder, and it is quite close as far as affordable bronzers that kind of match up with the Gucci. Speaking of Gucci, I also grabbed my Gucci bronzer. I reviewed it, I think this month. It might have been in August, but I took it back with me to my work home and have been killing it. And I actually like this so much, and it surprises me because it has a little bit more red tint, but it doesn't look that way once it gets on your skin. It just adds the perfect amount of warmth. And one thing that I realized after I filmed that video, that to get this part open, you just push the mirror all the way back and it opens up the bottom where the brush is. I didn't realize that till later. So let's swatch it here so you guys can see what it looks like up against this butter bronzer color. Oh my goodness. When I filmed this video, I was like, oh, I wish I had my butter bronzer over here because I had a feeling it just reminded me of it. And it is a little lighter, just a little bit lighter than the butter bronzer, but can you see the similarities? And when I initially filmed this video, I swatched the Gucci bronzer up against several of my regular bronzers. It didn't look like anything. In my heart, I was like, ooh, I wish I had my butter bronzer over here. I thought it looked similar. So this is just a little bit deeper, but very close. Another bronzer that I will grab sometimes is this dark bronzer that I talk about all the time. I always talk about my Bobbi Brown bronzer in dark. I take it with me to my other home. This was like a limited edition case. That's why it looks a little different. And this also has more of a reddish tint, but it is matte. So whenever I want like a matte bronzer, I will wear this one. So let's see. I also thought it looked like Gucci. I was like, I think that this is gonna be close to the color of the Gucci bronzer, but I didn't have it with me when I filmed that video. There you go. Look at here. I've been liking 3 bronzers that look exactly alike this month. The dark bronzer is matte and it looks very close in color to this. It has a little bit of a hint more red. This is a little more brown, but all very similar. Those are the 3 bronzers that I have been wearing the most. I hope they still have this blush palette or something similar, but I still wanted to mention it even if they don't make this anymore, because this is the blush I've been grabbing a lot when I go to work. This is a Tarte blush palette and it looks like this. It has a gold highlighter and like a pinky highlighter. This plastic flips back and forth. I have on the Rare Beauty liquid blush, but I topped it with these 2 because I had a little issue here when I applied the liquid blush and I couldn't correct it. So I tried to kind of fix it by adding a powder blush later after I filmed that video. So this one here, it has like a shimmer in it. It's the one that has shimmer and the others appear to be mostly matte, but I wear this one the most. As you can tell, like it looks like I go into this pan the most, but I love this little blush palette. I can find a blush that matches with the look that I have on, and it's just really convenient for daily use. So I really do love this little Tarte blush palette. I have been using expired highlighters. The Becca Jaclyn Hill palette, it's still, I tell you guys, it's like nothing's wrong with that. I didn't bring it with me, but I have been grabbing that little blush palette too and using the highlighter a lot this month. I've been using that, and I've been using the Amrezy highlighter quite a bit, but I don't want to talk about those because they were limited edition. They are probably expired makeup, but it's really what I've been using. Mascara, I have been using this Sephora Lash Craft Big Volume. I took this one back with me to my work home, and it is a really good mascara, guys. I have been enjoying it. It is very voluminous. I like this type of mascara. It's a little clumpy. It's not gross clumpy. It's just, it really makes your lashes look like you have a lot of volume down at the base, and I can apply it very quickly and my lashes look ready to go in a very short period of time. It doesn't flake, and it's more affordable because it's Sephora brand. Lip products that I have been using, I talked about this one last month. This is the Watermelon Burst Lip Oil by Ciate London. I don't know if I've ever done this so that I can show you guys what it looks like. I have had it on in videos like while I'm like filming a makeup tutorial, but look at how it's just this really thick oil, and I love this. I hope they never stop making that. I have never purchased a different brand of lip oil because this one was so satisfying from the very beginning. I didn't see a reason to try another brand. I also have been using the Laneige Grapefruit Lip Balm. These are so good. They come in an array of flavors if you like different scents. I don't think there's a taste, but they have different scents. This one is grapefruit. It smells like grapefruit. It is just a very comfortable lip balm. I keep this in my purse and I apply it all the time. Love it. Love it. The other lip product I have been wearing, still wearing Fenty Gloss Bomb. This one has been in my purse. This is Sweetmouth, and I went back to using this one a lot because it is a little more clear. Can you see how it goes on? It's like a whitish light baby pink, so it wears nicely under the lovely face mask. I'm wearing lip glosses, balms, more clear products underneath my face mask, and these have been getting me through all summer. Love this. I think I'm gonna have to go back and buy another one of these. This is like the little small setting spray, the like travel size. When they first launched it, this was the size that they launched. Now they have the larger size. I see you, Charlotte. I've used half of this and I used it today. The one thing about it you do have to be prepared for, it's a 16-hour setting spray, is it's going to lock in your makeup. Like you're gonna feel it lock, but not uncomfortable. But I definitely feel like I applied setting spray and that my skin got a little bit tighter after applying this. But I think that my makeup lasts a long time with this, and I would love to purchase this again. This little hoodie just always chokes me to death. I don't know why I wear it. That's all of the makeup products that I want to talk about. So now I have a fragrance and some body care, a lot of body care, and a little bit of skincare. So hang in there, guys. I'm doing this a little bit differently, and I'm putting these products at the end of the video, but I hope that you will stay tuned and continue to watch. A while ago, I reviewed this luxury scent box. It's sort of like Scent Bird. One of the products that they really wanted to market that they asked that I try out was this Tokyo Milk Dark Bulletproof number 45. And look at how much I have left of it, guys. I might have to buy this. I put this on recently. I was leaving. It was a Monday. I was leaving going to work, and my daughter happened to hop up as I was leaving. It was early in the morning. I went to hug her goodbye, and she was like, "What are you wearing? It smells so good." And I kept on getting ready to leave, and then she came in the kitchen and she said, "Seriously, what are you wearing? It smells so good." This is what I had on, and I've grabbed it a few times this month, and it has this, it's like a vanilla musk type of scent. It is a very mature fragrance, but it's so different. I got it from Luxury Scent Box, but they have it like in store. You can just buy it, and it's not the most expensive fragrance in the world. Like, it is pretty affordable. This is a sexy fragrance, y'all. It is a different fragrance, but it's very sexy. That particular day, I had it on with this Coco Cabana cream. I wear this mixed with lotion. Like, it is too thick. It has a tackiness that I don't love by itself, but I will mix this with lotion, and it just smells like a beach dream. Like, oh, it is the best smelling body cream. It smells so good. I don't know what to tell you guys it smells like. And it's definitely different than the regular Bum Bum cream. So this is by Sol de Janeiro. I also get it to last a long time because I mix it with lotion. And it is definitely good if you are a person who has really dry skin. But I don't have particularly dry skin, so I just like the smell of it. And I like how it wears too, but I like it better when I mix it with the lotion so it's not so potent. So I had this on with the lotion plus this, and it was smelling like a delicious morning. I have been using this little set here that I got. It comes with the body spray, and I typically will like spray this with other fragrances because this might wear off since it's just a body spray. I will spray it along with my perfume. I've been using the shower gel, which I really like. So I love to wear these layered together because I just think that the fragrance lasts longer. And then of course this is the Bum Bum cream. I have probably, you know, used the Bum Bum cream the most of the three things, but oh, this smells so good too. It's just such a unique fragrance. I like buying it in the little set here because I don't necessarily wear this all the time. I wear it sometimes. Like, I just don't wear it every single day. It's not one of those fragrances I want to wear every day. I just want to wear it sometimes. This only costs like $25, and it lasts me forever because I don't wear it all the time. Go to that minis section on Sephora's website. It is a great way to try out any products buying the minis. This I got in gratis a while back, but buying the minis is a great way to try out these products. This is the brand All Buttered Up, and the top here looks a little rough here. This is whipped body butter, and the fragrance is Just Friends. This is a black owned brand. I was researching black owned brands that I didn't know about or have products from, and this came up in my research, so I decided to purchase it. You can tell I've used a lot of this, and this is very, very good. I'm gonna tell you about this product, but I have a little disclaimer with it. So I'm gonna take a little bit here just so you guys can see how good it is and see the consistency here. But look at how emollient. So this is not, to me, a whipped body cream. It turns into an oil. It has shea butter in it and coconut oil, and it performs a lot like coconut oil to me. As soon as you add heat to coconut oil, it turns into an oil. Oh, it smells so good though. Oh, it smells so good. They were sold out of so many scents. So this was the one I was able to get, and it does smell really, really nice. But this is the one thing that I want to tell you guys about it. I ordered it this summer. It was very hot and they packed it with ice, like little ice packs. When this came to me in the mail, it was melted because it was so hot. And this product is not like a Bum Bum cream or this Coco Cabana cream. It's not the same texture because it has the coconut oil in it. It turns to an oil when it reaches a certain heat. So I would recommend, if you want to try this, to wait until the temperatures cool down so that when it is shipped to you, it won't melt. I just had a feeling it was gonna be melted when I looked in there and saw that they had kind of packed it with ice and the ice was hot. Maybe it stayed cool for the first 6 hours, but after that, that ice did not do any good. So I immediately just put it in the refrigerator so that it would cool back down so that I could use it, and it's been fine ever since then. But that means it fully melted and then cooled back down, and so I'm not even sure if the texture that this is now is the initial texture that it was. Just know that. But if you want to look like slick, if you like that type of body cream that gives you that shiny look, that is what this is, and it smells delicious. I wanted to come back and tell you guys about this one more time because I ended up using it beyond my normal time that I use it in the summer. I looked at my legs one day in the month of August and said, "Ooh, girl, you still don't have enough sun." So I started using this again to get my legs to darken up more. So this is a self tanner. This one is the Firming Daily Moisture. It's by Jergens. Natural Glow is the name of it. I use medium to tan. That's the one that I use, and you just apply it. It looks like lotion, and if you apply it over several days, it will begin to make your skin look a little bit darker. And I like to use it on my legs so that my legs look the same color or close to the same color as my arms and the rest of me, because my legs tend to look more pale. This is really good self tanner that is affordable. Just wanted to shout it out one more time. I don't think I've talked about this on my channel. I mentioned it on Instagram, but this is by L'Occitane, I think maybe is how you say this. I may be saying it wrong, guys. It's Delicious Paste, and it's an exfoliating body scrub, but this one smells like almond, and this is how much I have used of it. So I have a little bit left, but I have put a dent in it. I like to use this in the bath. When I take a bath, that's when I will do this. This exfoliates your skin so nicely. It has texture. It has these little granules in it. It has an almond scent, and it leaves your skin so creamy, buttery smooth. It's just a great thing to do at least once a week. I actually want to try some other products. Like, they have body creams and other things that I'd love to try. I like the jar. I like the packaging. I just think it's really great. And they have this at Sephora. It's not a super cheap brand, but if you're looking for something like this, check it out. You know, I've been smelling good in August. I have been smelling so good in August. This is affordable, yay. I think I got it at a Walmart. But this is the Nivea coconut and some type of oil. This is so good, guys. This one is good. They have a cherry blossom one as well that is also good, but I really love this coconut one. It's infused with oil. It is amazing body lotion, and I have been mixing it in with a lot of my other body creams, but this is really good. I recently went back to this Garnier Fructis Moroccan Sleek Oil Treatment. I just picked this up as my hair oil when I was picking this up also by Garnier Fructis is Sleek and Shine Anti-Frizz Serum. I have one in my work home, and then I had run out here, and I've been using these. I love the curls that I get when I add these products to my routine. This doesn't add additional oil, it just adds a nice shine, but my curl pattern is really pretty when I use these products. So I used it today, and I just like how my curls be popping. I use some other products too, but these two are good, and you can get them at Walmart, and I love how it smells as well. I also use this wave spray a lot. It's almost on empty, and I may try to purchase it. It came in that poolside little kit that I got from Sephora. I loved everything that was in that kit. This is really good on my hair, and it actually seems to detangle it a little bit when I spray it on my hair, but it's good for waves, and I just like how my hair turns out whenever I add this. So I use this as well today, and it is really good. The Olaplex Hair Perfector number 3. I've used this many times before, but I don't use this all the time. But I used it last weekend. The entire week my hair looked better and performed better and was less frizzy. It says repairs and strengthens all hair types. My hair was just better looking and in better condition after I used this. So you wet your hair and you apply number 3, and then you shampoo and condition your hair. My hair just turned out beautiful after this. So this is good. I've been talking about it, but I wanted to mention it again. I wanted to come back and just tell you guys this skincare system that I reviewed by La VIII. You can tell I've been using it a lot here just by this jar. I have really been using these products and have almost used them up. And there's like an eye cream, there's a serum booster that's half empty. The one thing I don't use as much is like this cleanser. Oh, I've used about half of it. It's about half gone. But I have quite a bit of that left, and then I have about half of the moisturizer left. You can't really see it here. This moisturizer reminds me of the La Mer moisturizer, and it's less expensive. This is a brand you guys have never heard of. I mean, I never heard of them, but I think my skin looks really nice after using this. Like, I've been using this in the apartment every night, and my skin has been looking amazing. So go La VIII. Here at my home, I have been, that might be why I have so many more favorites, because I have things in both places, but I started using the Glow Recipe Banana Souffle Moisture Cream a lot. I had another moisturizer I was using. I finished it up as far as my daytime moisturizer, and I remember that this is very lightweight on the skin. It smells like bananas. It's by Glow Recipe, and I've used half of it here. This is extremely lightweight and perfect for the summer. If you have oily skin, combo skin, this is a great daily moisturizer, and I've been using it a lot here on the weekends. Okay, I got this Good Molecules Discoloration Correcting Serum, and I talked about it in, I think, the last favorites video, and I've been using it because I did have some breakouts, and I've been using it to see if it would help with those areas, but I can't tell you guys for sure whether this is good or not, because I think it's going to take some time for it to actually do the color correcting that it's supposed to do. So I will keep you posted. I wanted you to know that I have been using it, but these spots are still here. So I think I'm going to just have to keep using it to see what happens. I also mentioned in the last favorites video, I think, this Bare Minerals Skin Longevity that was sent to me by Influencer, and I've used this much of it, and I have really liked this as a serum. I'm using a lot of really good skincare, so I can't say for sure like what's doing what. I just know my skin has been in good shape. This is really lightweight, and it is an anti-aging type of serum, and my skin's been looking good. So I think it's a really good product. I wanted you guys to know that it is very good. So that's the end of my favorites video. Thank you so much for hanging in there. If you made it to the end, how about leave me a beach scene as the emoji for the end of this video. I didn't make it to the beach this year because of COVID. I would love to go. I don't know if you guys made it to the beach this year or not, but let's go to the beach together. Also, guys, I have one more giveaway coming up this summer. It's my final Summer in the Sun giveaway for 2020. I will post it in the month of September. Be on the lookout for that one. It's gonna be a good one. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will respond. And if you've not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and click that subscribe button before you leave. So I'll be seeing you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy signing out.